Hello, this is Miss Monali Godambe from Gundecha Education Academy, Oshiwara. Today, we are going to study about the digestive and the excretory system in science. Quick recap of what we did the last session. I'm sure all of you all remember what we did, but let's quickly revise it. So we studied about what is digestion. So digestion is the breaking down of food into simpler substances. Now, why do you do this? You do this so that it's easier for you to absorb it and assimilate it. That means it's easier for you to utilize the nutrients from the food. Okay. So what are the organs that are involved in your digestive system? Starts with your mouth. What does your mouth do? It starts the breaking down with the help of your teeth. Your mouth also has saliva which mixes with your food to make it and make your food softer and easier to swallow. From your mouth, the food goes to your food pipe. So the food pipe just sends the food from your mouth to the stomach. Once the food reaches the stomach, the acids, the enzymes, and the digestive juices break it down further so it's even simpler for absorption. From your stomach, the food reaches your small intestine. The small intestine is pretty long, like we discussed. It's about 6 meters long, 6 to 7 meters long. So, from your stomach, the food reaches your small intestine and the absorption of nutrients takes place here. Also, there are pancreas and livers which secrete digestive juices and enzymes which help break down the food further. Yeah. Now, whatever remains, so the undigested food from the small intestine comes to the large intestine, and the remaining nutrients as well as the water from the food is absorbed here. So, our body is such an ultimate machine that it doesn't leave behind a single nutrient. The smallest of essential thing that your body requires, it's going to absorb it to the T. And whatever is unwanted, whatever your body does not need, is thrown out of your body in the form of feces. Now that throwing out or getting rid of your waste happens from anus. Yeah. So we finished your digestive system in the part 1. So let's move. What are the healthy habits for digestion? How can you make it better? Simple rules, and I'm sure we all follow them too. And if you don't, you guys better follow them. Yeah. So starting from the first point, please chew your food well. Don't be in a hurry. I have seen you all in school in the long break. You all rush into your food just because you all want to go and play. And now you all will know why we tell you all to go slow and why not to play immediately. Yeah. So let's study. So please chew your food well. Do not talk while eating. Why you shouldn't talk while eating is you have two pipes. Okay, there's a food pipe and there's a wind pipe. Wind pipe is the one which is connected to your respiratory system. So if you talk while eating, your food can go into the wrong pipe. Instead of going into the food pipe, it can go into the wind pipe and you can choke. So please do not talk while eating. Next is eat at fixed timings. Now you have to be regular at your meals for the simple reason that your body is, your body just knows or it has a set timetable. So if you have your breakfast at say 7 o'clock every morning, your stomach starts making gastric juices and acids because the stomach knows that now there's food that's going to come in. And if you don't eat at that time, those juices and the acids can start affecting the walls of your stomach and actually cause what's called as stomach ulcers, and I'm sure we don't want them to happen. So it's very important to eat at fixed timings. So you have to follow a regular timetable to eat. The next one is do not exercise immediately after eating. Of course, exercising is good, but not immediately after you eat. Yeah. Also, please do not overeat. I know sometimes your mama makes such yummy food, and right now you all are all in lockdown. We are all in lockdown, and there's so much of yummy food around us. But do not overeat, please. You're burdening your digestive system. Go easy on it. Yeah. The next point is eat a balanced diet to stay healthy and strong. Then drink 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. You please follow this really well. Drink lots and lots of water. We will discuss why I'm saying this a little later, but yes. Then eat enough roughage to remove waste from your body. By roughage, I mean lots of fruits and vegetables. Then eat at least one green vegetable every day. Can you all make a note of what is that one green vegetable you all eat every day for me? Yeah, and religiously do it. All right. Okay. On to why do we need to chew our food well? Now, chewing your food properly will actually break down your food into much smaller pieces. Also, you have saliva in your mouth, which mixes with your food, and literally the digestion starts from your mouth because your saliva has these digestive enzymes and it starts breaking down your carbohydrates. So basically, energy is what you need the most in your body. So, and you get energy from carbohydrates. So your saliva actually breaks down your carbs from your, starts digestion from your mouth itself. Yeah. Also, chewing for a longer time moistens the food and makes it easier to pass to the digestive tract. So from the mouth, it's going to your food pipe. So it makes it simpler. If it is, a lot of times, if you, I don't know if it happened to you, but it has happened to me a couple of times. Whenever I eat apple and I don't chew it properly, it actually hurts my throat when I'm swallowing it. Oh, I don't like that feeling. But yeah, maybe sometimes I hurry into things as well. My bad, but then after that I didn't like kind of do that. So yes, so chewing your food is so essential. Also, if you chew your food properly, it will take long. If you do not chew your food properly, it's going to take longer for you to digest your food, because see, it is all stepwise. First smaller pieces in the mouth, moving on to the stomach, much acting with the acids and enzymes and making it down even simpler. So it anyways takes about 4 to 6 hours for digestion. And if you don't chew your food properly, it's a waste. You know, I have seen it in my daughter sometimes. So whenever I give a corn or carrot, or a lot of times it comes out as it is because she doesn't chew it properly. That means it just didn't get digested. So it was a waste eating it. Yeah, it's just an example I'm sharing with you all. So it will take longer. So your body is going to try to break it down, but sometimes it just cannot. So it might just take 8 hours for digestion, which means the toxins are staying in your body for a longer time, and it's not good for you. And if digestion does not take place properly, it can lead to problems like your indigestion, heartburn. Heartburn also happens because of acidity and gas trouble, and it also causes constipation. Constipation is when you don't pass your stools properly. That's when you get constipated. Means you go use a toilet to pass your fecal matter like once in 2 days, 3 days. Oh, and it's very painful. So what you do? So there's a need for regular bowel movement, which means you need to make sure that you use the washroom and pass the stools every single day so that the digestion takes place smoothly. Uh, Something that I do for this is, as soon as I wake up, I drink 1 liter of, now of course you all don't have to drink 1 liter of water, but I drink about 1 liter of water, either warm or normal temperature, and then use the washroom. It really helps. Also, regular removal of body waste prevents digestive disorders and helps keeps our body healthy. The regular bowel movements ensure that the waste and the toxins are eliminated from the body regularly. Removal of body waste and toxins also prevents diseases related to digestive system. Of course, if your digestive system is clean, uh, everything is just eliminated. All the bad things are eliminated. Uh, did you all see lot of advertisements that come on television which say it's a probiotic, it's good for your system, it's good for your body, something called as Yakult that they talk about. But trust me, even simple water and a healthy diet will help, and also lots of curds will help. Yeah. So then let's see what is the role of water in digestion. Water, in fact, is the most important thing in the process of digestion. Rather, at every step, you need water. Let's take, for example, mouth. What does your mouth have? Teeth and saliva. What does your saliva have? Water. Simple. So you need water in your mouth. Then where does it go? Stomach. What does your stomach have? Gastric juices made up of water and acids made up of water. Also, the walls of your stomach are protected by water from to get in contact with the acid directly. So if you don't drink enough water, imagine that acid is going to act on the walls of your stomach, and it's no good for you. All right. So moving on. So the food has now reached the stomach. Water is present there also. Then it reaches the small intestine. The presence of water here helps in better absorption of nutrients. If it's nice and spongy, the food that has reached the small intestine, absorption becomes very simple. From the small intestine, the food reaches the large intestine. Here, literally, water helps in the removal of solid waste from your body and then sends it to the rectum and basically out from the anus. And if you do not have water, or rather enough water, it can disrupt the process of digestion. And yes, like we discussed, it can lead to what is called as constipation and lots of other complications. Constipation is when you're not able to pass stools or your fecal matter properly. And I don't know, and I hope not, but you all must have experienced this, that a lot of times you find it very difficult to pass your stools. It's like rock solid when you pass your stools. Your stools has to be spongy, and it has to be easy to pass your stools. And if that happens, you know that you are having enough amount of water, enough amount of roughage, and you should not feel the pain when you're passing stools. It has to be very easy. Yeah. Moving on to the next system that helps you eliminate the waste from our body, that is the excretory system. Now, we all need vitamins and minerals and other nutrients in food to survive. But as our body uses these things, it also creates a lot of waste matter or leftover substances that your body doesn't need. Now, how much is your body going to store all the waste substances? Of course not. It has to be gotten rid of or eliminated from your body. Like we all know, solid waste is thrown out of your body with the help of your digestive system. The gastric, like the gases, the unwanted gases are thrown out of your body through your respiratory system. But then what about the liquid waste? What happens to that? The extra water we drink, the salts that we don't need. So that's where your excretory system comes into picture. Let's study the excretory system step by step, organ by organ. It's very, very simple. It has just 4 important parts. Starts from your kidneys, your ureter, your bladder or the urinary bladder, and your urethra. So your kidneys are actually like your sieves. Sieves are like your, I don't know what it's called in Hindi, channi. Yeah, it's called channi. So they actually sieve or filter your blood. Okay, so let's see how it actually happens. So we all have 2 kidneys, which are bean shaped and reddish brown in color, and they are behind your intestine. So when you stand up, you just put your hands behind your waist, and that's where your 2 kidneys are. And what do? They filter or clean the blood by removing waste products and excess amount of water from it. Now, once this excess amount of water and the waste is filtered, it is sent from the kidneys to the bladder through ureter. Ureters are just the pipes that take the urine from your kidney to the bladder. Now, your urine is formed in the kidneys. So the waste substances and water combine to form a transparent fluid called the urine. And it is this urine that is sent to the bladder and stored until it's passed. out of your body. All right, so now from the kidneys, the waste matter or the liquid waste or the urine that is formed reaches the ureter. So each kidney is connected to the bladder by a narrow tube called the ureter. Now please don't get confused between what a ureter is and what a urethra is. Yeah, ureter are the tubes connected to the kidney which take the urine from the kidney to the bladder. Now the ureters carry the urine from the kidneys to the bladder. That's all. Yeah, just take the urine from the kidneys to the bladder. Whose job is it? Ureter. Now, moving on to the bladder. Simple. What does the bladder do? It basically stores your urine. So, obviously, it's not possible that, as soon as the waste is formed, you have to go and pass urine. If we didn't have this bladder, we would have had to go and use the washroom every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes. So thanks to our urinary bladder that it can store about, like an adult bladder can store about 350 milliliters of urine at one time. So your bladder is a pear-shaped muscular organ that can expand. So it's a muscular organ, so it can expand like a balloon when it gets filled with urine. And I'm sure we've experienced that. A lot of times you'll come to me in class saying, Miss, urgently, I want to go use the washroom. So that feeling that you get that you urgently want to use the washroom is because your bladder is full. Yeah, and you need to urinate, take out the waste from your body. Now, after the bladder is full, it needs to be thrown out of the body. So this happens through the next organ that we are going to study, which is the urethra. So the urine is stored in the bladder that flows out of the body through a tube called the urethra. And this process is called urination. And the urethra is located at the bottom of the bladder. Simple. So, just take a picture of this excretory system in your mind and remember all that I told you, and it's going to be very, very simple. The waste, so either the blood passes through your kidneys filter or sieve your blood, takes out all the unwanted things, extra nutrients, salts, whatever your body doesn't require, and water, sends it to your bladder through the ureter. Your bladder stores it for a little while. Then once your bladder is full, it passes your urine out of your body through the urethra, and this process is called urination. Simple, great. God. What is the use of water in excretion? Remember we did what is the use of water in digestion? Required at every step? Yes. So you obviously need water more even in excretion. Now, adequate water intake enables our body to excrete waste through perspiration or sweating. Why do you sweat? So to maintain your body temperature. Also for urination. Urination, of course, we studied about that in excretory system. And defecation. Defecation is to pass stools that we did through the digestive system. So water functions as a carrier and helps in removing the waste products through urine. Yeah. So water helps to remove the waste products through urine. Water also softens your stools and helps in moving it through the intestines. So imagine if you swallow a rock, okay? Do not swallow, this is just imagination, okay? Imagine you swallow a very, very hard rock. How would it pass through your intestines and the whole system? Forget intestine, right from your food pipe to your stomach to your intestine. Wouldn't it be super painful? Yeah, so if we did not have water, that's exactly what we would have felt every time we ate. So that's why water is super, super important. Now, so what are the healthy habits that are related to excretion? Very, very simple. Drink plenty of water every day to keep your body hydrated. And now, considering it's summers or the onset of summers, please, you're going to sweat a lot. I'm sure if you're playing a lot, so you're going to sweat a lot. So drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. Water also helps in moving the waste substances out of your body. So yes, that's another reason why you need to drink a lot of water. Second point is exercise and do lots and lots of physical activities. They help in removing waste from the body in the form of sweat again. So we only focusing here in removal of the waste through water. And the last is when you need to go to the toilet, do it without a delay. Please use the washroom whenever required. Don't say, don't be lazy. No, now let me finish this game and then I'll go. No, not done. Whenever you feel your bladder is full or you need to pass stools, please go. And yes, this is something that I thought you could just do so that this summer you'll keep a track on your water. So make a little chart the way you like it, and whenever you drink a glass of water, just tick, 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 tick. And I hope you'll drink at least 8 glasses of water every single day and have a very happy and healthy digestive system and an excretory system. Anyways, so we are through with this chapter. I hope you all understood it and enjoyed it at the same time. I miss all of you all a lot. And of course, classroom learning is definitely more fun, which we will surely have very soon. Yeah. All right. So thank you. This is Miss Monali Godambe signing off from today's online session. Have a great day. Stay safe and stay home.